Hey everybody, I'm Steven, the Mile High Biker. Thanks for tuning in to my first video of 2026. Um, there was almost going to be no more videos and actually have some changes going on, and so we're going to be making videos, not full-time or anything like that, but we are going to be making videos. I hope you guys join in for them. Let's go for a ride, and we're going to talk about what's going on, update you guys on some cool things that have happened. We're going to take the Gravity Deadeye 29er single speed. Let's take that out for a ride. Here we go. All right, we're out on the road. We're going to be hitting up Cherry Creek Trail here in just a second and do a loop that I've worked out. It takes me about 45 minutes, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles. Decent little loop, 250 feet of climbing, easy. I haven't ridden in like almost a week. It's been maybe since I've even ridden. Yeah, so this is a good ride to get back into it and talk to the camera and get some therapy going, because big changes, like I said. So let's get the big thing out of the way first. I have quit my teaching job, and maybe to some people, especially if you've ever worked in education or currently do, it ain't no surprise that someone quit. Teaching is a really stressful job. It's an emotional job. It's just, it can be really rough. It can be really rewarding as well. I'm not going to downplay the positive parts of it, and working with children, and it was great. It was great. I did it for 17 years. So I feel really good about that. I mean, I was teaching longer than most people do. A lot of teachers quit within the first maybe like 3 to 5 years. And it was a good career, but I'm just ready for something more peaceful. So yeah, like I said, when it comes to teaching, it was good to me. And I'm definitely I'm gonna miss all the good parts, of course. However, I am not gonna miss all the bullshit and hard parts of teaching. And I know that no job, if you do it right, is easy. I understand that. Whatever I go into next is gonna have challenges unique to it. I understand that. But the whole teaching thing is just, I'm just not in it anymore. And I didn't want to like completely burn out and have some sort of like event or something. I left my school with notice. I left them in good graces. Everybody's gonna miss everybody. My boss was crying when I left. Like, it's all in good terms. I'll still get good references, blah blah blah. It just was time for me to exit. I don't want to be that like angry, cranky teacher who's just pissed off at the system all the time, but just continues to slosh along. Now, as it comes to like new job and other employment, it's too early to tell. They graced me with a severance, so I have some time to like figure out what I'm doing. But whatever it is, it's gonna allow me more time and like emotional bandwidth to do other things. When I would get home from a day of teaching, I'm just like a shell of a human being. By then, I got nothing left for my friends and family and my wife, and I'm kind of tired of that. I don't mind being physically tired or whatever, you know, after a long day, but not even be able to like hold a conversation because all I've been doing all day is talking and, you know, communicating. It's just, yeah, I'm looking forward to something a little more chill as far as employment. As far as YouTube goes, you know, this is a tiny channel, so I'll say again, thank you for tuning in, but I'm not going to go full-time here. I do want the channel to continue to grow. I am going to put more effort into this channel than I did in 2025. So, got lots of cool ideas for videos. Obviously, if there's something you want to see, tell me in the comments. What do you want to know about biking? How do you want to incorporate it into your daily life? And if you're a beginner, definitely, what questions do you have? I'll tackle them. All right. We're gonna find some dirt because it's nice. Here's some dirt. Also a lot of sand. Oh! Also a swampy bog. But there's another drop in over there. So let's... Hopefully we don't get a ton of goat heads going on here. Who knows? Oh, well, that was a cactus I just ran over, so that's fun. All right, let's try this one. Oh. Hello. Oh, beautiful dog, black shepherd. I love it. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Now we're on some. I mean, with this bike, can't stay on paved shit for too long. Coming around your left side. Whether he wants to move or not. I mean, I slowed down, I rang my bell, I said something. I was pretty courteous. Why you gotta do me like that? It is freaking February in Denver. It's like 60 some degrees and just, I know this is nice to be outside and it feels great and it's warm. I'm wearing shorts and a shirt, like this is great. I wonder how on fire the entire state's gonna be this spring. That makes me a little nervous, but I still got to be out taking advantage of this weather. So all right, so let's talk about some coolness of 2025, right? I mean, besides all the shit that's going on out there. We'll get to that in a moment too. Political alert, it's coming. Okay, I pretty much quit drinking, if I can say it like that. When I left my teaching job, that was rough. You know, even though I know it's the right choice, it was still kind of rough. So I had a couple beers. I have not gotten drunk in months. And I went 94 days, no drinking. Basically, so another cool thing that happened in 2025, I signed up for my first bike race. Okay, and so we'll get into that next. And when I signed up for that bike race, I was like, okay, I'm out of shape. I'm 42. Now I'm 43. My birthday was just a couple days ago. And my body's gonna need all the help it can to train and try to complete a race. And And so I quit drinking. And I think it really did. I mean, it just made a huge difference. So now that everything's kind of over with leaving teaching and looking to the future, I'm relaxing a little bit. I think I'll settle back into no drinking. I just think it's the better thing for me to do. I feel better, I ride more, I'm in better spirits and a better mood and just a better person. So yeah. The Pretti Park. All right, everybody, I told you it was going to get political. So one of the other things, and excuse me if I'm reading as always from my notes so that I know what I'm talking about here. Went on Denver's Alex Pretti Memorial Ride. I don't know, sorry but not sorry to get political, because with all the shit that's going on, listen, if you think masked guys can come out to the streets and murder American citizens on camera and just get away with it, you and me got problems, okay? You don't need to watch, you don't need to watch the videos here. You can go somewhere else. No. And if you like Trump, no, sorry, you can go somewhere else. Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! Our streets! No space for you here on this channel. Sorry, this is a channel for decent human beings. Some of this stuff is definitely not political stuff. This is human stuff. It's just more important. So, but the ride, we had really good turnout. Hundreds, I don't even know what so there could have been 1,000 riders. I'm not sure. But Denver definitely showed up. I actually remembered to get some footage from this one, so I'll show you that here. I had this flag set up, which I've never ridden with a flag, so this is the first time that I put a flag on the e-bike. And it lasted about half of the ride, and then the flag did get caught in someone's brake rotor and ripped the flag, pulled and bent and broke the pole, you know. So I'm gonna have to revisit the flag setup, but I do want to get that on for protest rides, other flags as well, just fun flags for cruise rides and things like that. You know, like I said, so what's happening in our country and to the good people of our country, it's awful. And speaking of like my job of teaching and stuff, I've been teaching immigrants and their kids for over 10 of those 17 of my teaching years in Florida here and in Colorado. And immigrants are fucking great people, okay? They're just trying to make better lives. They're trying to work and feed and have a good time and just live a good life like the rest of us. And so people that have this issue with it, like I have issues with bad people, with criminals and murderers and rapists, and yeah, duh. But just because someone's an immigrant doesn't mean that that's who they are. And if that's what you think, you just, what the hell, okay? So now for something a little more uplifting, let's talk about my first gravel race event. Signed up for my first race, so the Old Man Winter race. That was a lot of fun. That was February 1st, so like a week ago. My buddy Ian rode with me. We had a great time. He also did the 5K run. And then the way the bike races work, there's a 75-mile route, there's a 40-mile route, and there's a 23-mile route. All of them are mixed gravel and paved. All fun. I did, of course, the 23-mile route. I did the short one. It was like 850 feet of climbing. It was a lot of fun. I finished 81st out of, I think, 140 male riders against the men. And I figure, wow, hey, that's not bad. That puts me in the top, like the 64th percentile or something like that. I held almost 15 miles an hour average, according to my Strava. I'll see if I can put a screenshot of that on here, which is pretty damn good for me. That's definitely just improvement. And of course, I did not ride it on this bike. I did ride on the Poseidon X gravel bike. Was the perfect bike for the ride. Yeah, just a great thing to do. And this race was not like super racer heavy. There were racers. I think it is part of like the Trans Rockies or something like that. It is part of a larger race series, but it's pretty chill. So there's a lot of people that are just there to ride and have fun and have a good time. And that's what I did. I did push myself a little bit, but I wasn't trying to do anything ridiculous. And it was great. It was just a lot of fun time. I have basically no footage from it. I wasn't really thinking about trying to film, but I got some screenshots and some pictures that I'll show you of me riding. Thanks to my buddy Ian for taking this picture. And then here's my place and time and everything. So yeah, if you're a beginner, it took me a few years to sign up for an event, but there are lots of cycling events that are not really races, or like it is, but a lot of people are really not there to race. They're there for the community and to have fun, maybe push yourself physically a little bit, but don't be afraid, even if you're a beginner, to sign up for some of these things. And I did it at 43 years old, so if you're middle-aged or older, don't be afraid to sign up for these things. They're a lot of fun. Old Man Winter Rally has a summer sister event, I think called Summer Vibes Ride or something like that. Also in Lyons, by the way. These are in Lyons, Colorado. That's where this event is. And it's kind of a similar setup. There's running categories, there's riding categories. And so, yeah, I think registration opens next week for the Summer Vibes Classic or something like that. I'll try again, put a screenshot up here so you can see it. Hopefully I'll be signing up for that and looking forward to another event. All right, yeah, so, again, thanks for tuning in to this, I guess, just update video about what's going on the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you tune in so we can talk about this a little bit.